Today we are going to be doing Features in 5, where we take recently released features and demos from Snowflake, break down the pieces, highlight the value, and show you some of the tips and tricks to getting innovating with Snowflake quickly. Sit tight, and in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you a few things. My name is Jason Holt, and today we're going to be taking a look at a quick start out at quickstarts.snowflake.com. This quick start is going to be a security quick start that's going to deal with a lot of best practices and security that we can go ahead and quickly implement in a dashboard fashion, and that people can take a look at and get a really good idea of the security posture of their accounts. To do this, we're going to create some dashboards native in Snowflake in Snowsight. So let's go ahead and get going. To do this first, we're going to create some roles here, and the roles are going to share out the Snowflake database to our Sentry role. Our Sentry role is the role that is actually going to be performing and building out all of the dashboards for us. Our dashboards exist in our little workflow picker here. We're going to go ahead and create dashboards. Once we get over here, we're actually going to create a new dashboard, and this is going to be security dash. And we're going to go ahead and create that. For the account, we're actually going to switch into our Sentry role. Here, we're actually going to use our Sentry database, and let's just go ahead and make sure we're in the Sentry role as we're creating these dashboards as well. So we're going to create a new tile from a SQL worksheet. And the really nice thing about these SQL worksheets is you can go ahead and you can title these with what you want the title of the dashboard to say. So the first tile that we're going to do, it's an authentication tile, and this is going to be failure reasons that occurred in your account. So really quickly, we can create our new query. That's in the Snowflake account usage, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to run this. After this is run and we get our results, we actually want to flip over into the chart mode. And once we're in the chart mode, we want to make a couple of changes to the default setup. For the number of failures, we actually want this in a vertical bar chart. For our error messages, we want this in a series. Our username, we want these across our x-axis. For our grouping, we want to go ahead and group some of these together. You can split them out if you want, but for me, I'm going to go ahead and group them together. I think the bar chart looks a little better. We're going to put some labels on our X and Y axis. All right, from here, I've actually gone ahead and I've created the rest of these dashboards out for the tutorial. And the reason is, once you've seen how to create one, you can go through the quick start and you can actually build out the rest of these. So, some of the more interesting ones that I want to point out is going to be this one here. This is the privileged access account admins that do not use MFA. So I'm going to actually pop this table out by going to the 3 dots and hitting the view table. So the no MFA user was created today with a 0 age of a password. So this user has a password and they have no MFA. One change that I did make from the default here is if we go and we actually go back here and we look at the query, I've actually, instead of just the account admin, I've actually added the sysadmin and the security admin to this. So actually no MFA shows up as our account admin, and bus is a user I have, and that actually shows up as a sysadmin. The rest of the dashboards can actually be moved around, put together. Identity management for oldest password. So this is, if you have a password rotation, you can actually see and notify on who has passwords that are past a certain age. For stale users, you can look at the last time that users logged in. If, again, we wanted to look at this, we can pop this out to see how long ago some of these users actually were active and logged into our system. If you have a policy that should turn these users down after a certain number of days, this is a great place to go ahead and look at that. Lastly, most bloated roles. So this is if you're creating roles that have more privileges than they should. This is a way to look at, some of your highest users that have roles that maybe they shouldn't. So you could peel some of these back. So any one actor can't have access to a whole lot of different data across the landscape. And then again, the most dangerous person. This is a really good one. If we look at this table, Jay Holt has a number of privileges and a number of roles that maybe he should or shouldn't. And that's, again, going to be up to you for your security privileges. Other than that, These demos are out there for you at quickstart.snowflake.com. There's a number of different quick starts that you can take advantage of. My name's Jason Holt. The last 5 minutes, we went over our security dashboards, how to quickly implement a security dashboard, to go over some of the best security practices for you to implement within your organization. With that, we'll see you again next time.